Hey guys, I'm Lydia.
Hi, I'm Jessi.
And I'm Adam. Let's talk Hoya.
Hello everybody, annyeong.
Hello.
Welcome to Let's Talk Hoya podcast. Did anybody see the new review that we got?
No, is there a review?
Is it mean?
I didn't finish reading it because all I saw was Jessi is the best, and then I stopped
Oh,
because I felt okay.
wow.
Wait, is it on Apple?
God.
Here, let me read it. Okay, thank you for being a real one and leaving us a 5-star review.
Ooh.
Chalabea 55.
This is your family. I know it.
Okay, August 14th, 2025. While I love the show and all the hosts, lies.
That was personal.
I just want to share some love for Jessi.
I feel taller. Okay, let's go. Keep
Lydia, I
going.
think we need to scooch out of the frame.
I love your stories and laid-back approach to growing plants. You make me laugh and totally relate to your plant experiences.
Oh, do I need to go down too?
I feel like while Adam and Lydia are rock star plant parents,
They really are. Look at this.
you represent those of us who struggle to keep up with plant care, but we keep on trying.
There we go. Shout out to the subpar plant parents.
I don't know how I'm going to get up. Like, I'm in a lot of pain.
Hey, don't throw out your back again.
I know.
Well, anyway, so this podcast.
No, I'm sure everyone appreciates it.
love
Like,
that.
literally, if Lydia and Adam weren't here, I'd be like, don't kill the plants. Dead plant bad.
See,
Live plant good.
Yeah. And also, Lydia and Adam needed Jessi to be like, it's not that serious.
Or, like, it's not humanly possible to
Yeah.
be on top of everything all the time. Thank you.
Also, but
Oh, I can be on top of it.
Cochino.
well, also it's a little serious, or they'll all die. So it's all about balance.
Sure.
So anyway, thank you for leaving us.
Thank you
this
for your
Yeah,
wonderful
thanks for the review.
Thank you for listening. And I just, thank you to all my fans.
I want to take a moment to thank.
All the little people I had to step on to get here.
Yeah.
Just kidding, guys. I'm just me.
Yeah, that's funny to think, like, because you're the littlest person I know, so I don't think you could really step on people.
Wow. What we just said this morning, we need a picture of you with my big sister because
Yeah.
she's 4'6". Like, you think I'm little. She's 3 inches shorter than I am.
Oh my gosh, we need to post a video of her climbing up into that truck that she drives.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Love you, Nin.
Okay. Also, I know we told our listeners, please send us emails. It has been a couple of weeks since we recorded, and I know it's been a month, but I'm still going to say I recently moved. I recently started a new job, and someone sent us a very wonderful long email, and I have not had a chance to read it yet. So I just want to let them know we will read it and give a brief synopsis next week and a response. And thank you so much for sending us the email. We do love them. So I just didn't want anyone to feel like, oh my gosh, they didn't read my email. I promise. So
Yeah, and also, where can they email us questions if they haven't yet?
if you'd like to send us an email,
The ticker just going across the bottom.
please kindly inquire here. Boop, boop. Just kidding. It's at let's.talkhoya@gmail.com.
Yes.
Send us pictures, send us emails, send us questions, and we will read them and we'll respond to you, but also just mention it on the podcast episode too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, speaking of moving, I recently moved. We've all moved before with plants, and there was someone who was like, oh my gosh, can somebody talk about moving plants?
Zon't Zoooo.
So,
My response to everything is Zon't Zoooo Ittttt. Let him die. Buy new ones. You'll save yourself so much headache. Show's over.
So I feel like moving is a relatable experience for everybody, but then like the headache becomes exponentially higher when you have plants. I feel like it doesn't matter how many plants you have. just the fact that you have to move them is a whole experience. So we're just going to talk about how we moved our plants, share some of our expertise. And if you ever have to move, just come back to this episode. Inquire deep within.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's fresh on your mind because out of all of us, you just had to tackle this.
Yeah.
You moved across town, but like, so how long was the one-way drive?
Like, it's like 40 minutes.
Okay. In the middle of Arizona summer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So like, I have never moved with pond or like passive hydro plants because when I moved, I had soil, like everything was in soil. So like, what did you have to do anything special?
Everything's so heavy.
Heavy.
Everything is so freaking heavy. That's the truth of it.
Yeah.
And I feel I've moved like 2 years ago. I also moved, and then I moved this time. And I remember one of the things I was grateful to myself for last time was flushing all of my plants and spraying them down. So I took the time a month before to like do a full thing. Like I flushed all my plants. I did like a spray, and because I just knew like that wouldn't be on my mind, like I wouldn't have the time for it. And so that's what I did. I sprayed everything down. I flushed everything. Everything felt all sparkly new and ready to go. So that's like the first thing that I did.
Okay.
And then?
Sorry, I was like, I thought there was going to be more.
Yeah, you're like, that's the first thing I did. The show's over.
And then I just like slowly started moving them. Like I put them into bins, just like big bins, and I just stacked them in there and I started taking them over. And then I just took them over a one by one and I just set them in front of windows basically. She bit
Ow, your claws. Okay, you've lost your privileges.
So wait, did you put them in like a U-Haul truck and like threw them in there just like...
No, I just moved them in my car every time I would go over to the house. So
You
I
just,
do
like, took a load of
three
plants.
trips.
Okay. So what was so heavy? Just like their setups, the pots and everything?
Yeah, because the pots that I have are all like the ceramic pots. I use some plastic pots, but most of them aren't plastic. Most of them are like some kind of ceramic. And then they all have pon in them. And then they just get heavy. Well, it feels heavy to me, but it just like feels so heavy. So anyway, everything's super heavy. The one thing that I accidentally did last time when I moved was I actually filled up the water reservoir too. And that was a mess. Like water got everywhere. So this time I didn't do that. I just took them over dry. And then I had a gallon of water that I just bought from the grocery store and I just topped them off. Which good thing that I did because they didn't get water for a month. So.
Yeah.
In August. That's serious.
Oof.
But honestly, they didn't dry out that much.
I know. I'm noticing the same thing with my plants because it has been a little bit of a hot minute since I've like paid attention to some of these babes because
We can tell.
I took a lot of time like trying to make a lot of attention to them and then I got burnt out. But anyway, so I've been going around with the watering can, but I was like, I don't remember the last time I watered these.
But this year has been mild.
Welcome to my style of plant parenthood.
Like we're like not even at like August being over and we're in the 90s.
It's 96 right now.
It's possible.
Which
it
is
was
incredible.
a high of like 101 in August. Insane.
There are literally some years the week of Halloween, it is still 100 degrees.
Yeah.
And like people can't wear costumes because it's so hot.
I'm scared of how cold it's going to be this winter, guys. But anyway, yes.
Anyway, I'm ready. I bought Halloween candy yesterday.
Oh, already. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, no, me neither. I need time. Anyway. Okay.
Okay, so moving, that makes a lot of sense. I'm trying to remember back when I moved. I think the thing that helped me the most were those plastic crates, which were stackable. And back then I did have like kind of small profile plants. Now at the height of my like Hoya growing with all of those trellises and stuff, like that would be a nightmare.
If you had to move tomorrow, what would you do?
It wouldn't be that hard now. I think I've chopped a lot of things down pretty small.
True.
Yeah, the stuff that was trellised wasn't as bad. It was the stuff that wasn't. Stuff that was trailing and like that was the hard part.
What'd you do with that?
I just like kind of like made a moat in the middle. I put a terracotta what are those? The little water dish, they catch water underneath the pot. The drain,
the
dish thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but why can't I think of what it's called?
I have no idea. But anyway, they're like yay round, you know. And I just put them in the middle, and it acted as a moat. So basically, I just put all the leaves into that middle part, and it just became a stack of leaves. And I said, "Good luck, everybody."
Did you lose any plants?
I did some. Yeah, I did some. But I think that's inevitable whenever you're moving.
So
like it's gonna
prepare
happen
for loss.
See, but I think you hit the two main points, which is like make sure they're not soaking wet when you're moving them, and give them water when you get there, because obviously your focus is going to be elsewhere.
Yeah.
And if you just give them water there, it'll give you the chance to just focus on the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
Jessi life rule. Some water is better than nothing.
Yeah.
That is true.
Just do the sink water.
Sometimes I get mad at myself for not like washing out my dog's bowl and replacing his water as much as I should for him in patches. And then I like go outside and see him just drink a random puddle, and I'm like, never mind. I'm fine.
I don't think I've ever washed any of my dog's bowls.
I mean, I don't know.
Don't come at me. They're alive. My dogs die of long lives, not anything else.
My dogs die of long lives.
Long old age. What do you call it?
Yeah. But anyway, water's water.
Yeah.
So even if it's a puddle water, at least,
Yeah. But yeah.
Random.
Can't relate. But
yeah. No, okay. I know. I know. If I ever die and come back as a dog, I want to be Lydia's dog, not mine or Adam's.
No, but I'd rather be mine over yours.
That's fine.
They have a tough life.
They do.
Mine's a little easy breezy.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, back to the plan.
But yeah, I think the two things that really set you up for success is prepare them like in a way that you would pamper them before you move. And honestly, like if you don't have the capacity right before, I feel like even like at least a month or two before, spray them all down. Whatever it is that you do to make them happy, do that before. And then once you get to the place, give them one good watering. And then I feel like that really sets you up for success, which that's what I did. And that's what I learned from the last time that I moved that I feel like helps me a lot. So yeah, that's just what I did. And then I just did it by chunks. So I just filled up 3 bins at a time, basically. So I would like flush and spray down, I'll scope it and do everything. And then I just kind of broke it down into chunks. And then once those were done, I packed them up and I took them, and then didn't feel like I had to do all of them at the same time.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that is kind of nice. With that you can have that over time. When I moved, it was in July as well, and it was they were in the back of a U-Haul, but we took extra steps along the route to like make sure that we were always driving when the sun was hitting it, because
was or wasn't
so like during the day we didn't just like park it and let it sit and like hot box, because even though there's no like temp control in the back, if you're driving, the air cools it down. So like the back of the thing never got higher than 80.
Oh, wow.
In the middle of the summer, which was nice. But like we had to be very intentional to like get up and go before the sun's, got out. And then we only really stopped for extended periods of times when the sun was down.
That's crazy. Your whole like move and drive was like based on the plant.
Yeah, it was. And
tell me you're crazy about plants without telling me.
And then we'd get at the hotel and I'd open up the back of the U-Haul and I would just fan them all to just, I don't know why, but it worked. And honestly, I think it actually helped, because some of them, like, I remember moving here and my Hoya, and honestly, that was probably the sign that I needed. But my Hoya obovata, I had gotten because I joined like a secret planta. Do you guys remember those? And I was back in Illinois, and someone wanted one as their plant, so I ordered one online. But then I ordered myself one too.
Yeah.
And so I had that plant, and it didn't really do much. when I pulled it out of that U-Haul and I set it on this floor, all of a sudden it just boom. It just was bursting growth everywhere. And I was like, oh, I think the plants liked being in the warmth.
Yeah.
And then as I just like lived here in Arizona, they all just started really loving it. But anyway, that's the U-Haul story. That's my only experience moving with plants as far as like me personally. But I didn't do much, we just figure out our ways to pack them. Like I was using those crates, other things I was like sticking in like wardrobe boxes because it was taller and you can kind of stack those easily. But yeah, when you're a plant person, I feel like all your moves do have to like circle around
revolve around the plants. Yeah.
And didn't you move your plants first specifically to like set them?
I moved the plants first and then I emptied all the shelves, cleaned them down, took off all the lights, everything. And then it was super nice because they were all organized in a corner that I was able to set up all the shelves where I wanted and then put them where I wanted them to go. Yeah. So, and that truly is my favorite part. Is like putting things back.
She was like moving things an eighth that way, an eighth of an inch this
way.
Okay, well,
so then did you put them exactly in the same exact shelves in the same spots, or
for the most part? Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't like come up with a new scheme.
No, not really.
Okay.
Because then like each shelf, the lighting, like the distance from the lights, like they're all different. So I feel like I have a shelf that gets more light. I have a shelf that gets a little bit less light. I have a shelf that has no light and like goes in front of the window. And so all the plants, like I strategically put them with where I feel like they can take the lighting that's there. And so I just kind of left them. Mm-hmm. But one of the things I'm going to do, because the windows in this house, like I've never had really big windows. Like I've had windows that are like wide, but I've never had like tall windows. Mm-hmm. And so like in the other house, I had plants that were in front of the window, but like it like took up the whole window, just like putting them there. But these, like the plants that are like on the shelf are there. And then there's like half of the window that is like unoccupied. So I'm going to put one of those bars there to hang up plants. So then it's just like when you look from the outside of my house, it's just all plants in that window. Yeah. All plants and then me sitting at my desk working.
Kind of like when you look into this window and
when the
all you see is plants. Yeah. I have a hot tip for when you move in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
In the summer, plants.
Zon't Zoooo Ittttt.
No. Aside, my first advice is Zon't Zoooo Ittttt. My second piece of advice is don't put your your plants in the back of a truck bed.
Exposed to the sun
at like 2 p.m.
And the devil's front porch that we live in.
And think that they're not going to suffer because it's a 20-minute drive.
Oh, God.
I had so many black leaves. Like,
oh, that was
black,
okay,
toasted.
I forgot that.
Leaves on my plants because I was, and I had, you know how at a plant shop, when they give you the plant, they have this like rough paper that they cover it up with that it like falls in and all cutesy. And I was like, perfect. I'll just like wrap it in that and go. And I was just like, the paper, it seemed thick enough. I was like, this will be fine. It's a 20-minute drive. What can happen? No, I had a Peru completely blackened leaves. Scindapsus all black. And then my Hoya just kind of went like, bad. It was really bad. So don't do it.
Remember when you moved to this house though? We literally loaded all your plants up into bins and we moved all of them. And then there was like one plant that was up against Adam's back window because you also moved in the summer.
Yeah.
It like September. Was touching the back window and it was like maybe a 15-minute drive. That leaf went crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that happen in my car too, in the back, because I had some in the back of my vehicle and some in the U-Haul.
Yeah. My other piece of advice is to have other local plant friends help, because then you can just kind of boss them and then they'll do it.
No, but it is, I feel like it is easier for your friends to like organize.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not organize, but like me personally, I would see all of the different things I need to do to get something done. And then like you guys come in and be like, let's just move this out. Let's just grab something and move it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that for me was between moving from the apartment to the rental. I did that by myself, but the rental to the house when we bought it, that was so much easier because you guys were there and it was fun. Yeah. And then I think we went out to dinner after or something or had pizza. It was just
we definitely had Taco Bell that morning.
Oh, I don't know. But moving the plants was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't put them exposed to sunlight.
Did you do anything to your car windows to like?
No, it was like in the evening when I moved them. I did not do that in the middle of the day because it was hot.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking hot.
Yeah. So
I do think that window covers, if you're going to be driving with your plants and moving, are imperative because even if they're tinted, like that sun will do some damage.
That back window that hits the back of your car, if you're facing away from the sun, and like especially if like your like plants are in like closed containers, it'll heat it up and bake them.
Yeah.
Now I just like, could we just toss a shade cloth in the back of our cars over the plants?
I feel like that would even work. As long as they're like shaded, I feel like that works. You know who would have been a great guest for today's episode? Would have been Bree. I can't remember what's her new Instagram handle because it used to be Plant Girl.
Apothecary Garden.
Yeah, Apothecary Garden.
Oh yeah, because I don't think her plants even like
she's like professional. Like she's already done like 3 times, and they look immaculate. And they're big plants, though.
I will say, it is a task for her, but they do have like a travel camper, so it's easier to kind of store plants,
transport them,
in like a camper bathroom, to where you can make sure that they're not going to fall over.
But but
it's impressive.
She's got huge plants,
And then like the smaller ones, she puts them in like into bins, and there's like stacks of. I think it's super impressive.
Yeah,
because she has to literally go across country. And that's a whole nother beast from just driving a little bit down the street.
Oh, yeah. If I had to move states, I'd be like, one plant can come with me and everyone else just buy.
Every once in a while, I'll watch Steve. I'll walk in and Steve's watching the YouTube video I made about moving.
He's so cute.
He is so cute. It's so annoying, but he's doing it because I think it's a good memory for him too. Like it was like whatever, but it does remind me of all the time of like all of the plants that we had, because it was kind of like, it was at the beginning, not the beginning. I mean, I had been collecting plants for like a year.
It's a whole different
time. But it was new. Yeah. Anyway.
And he wasn't like, you're not taking those plants. Like you're leaving those.
I don't know what he thought when I moved into his house and had like, this whole room was empty when I walked in the front door. He had lived here for over a year. It was just empty. There was a desk by this window, and that was it. And he had one plant on it, and it was Margarita Dracaena. Anyway.
Sometimes I don't think Jared knows what he actually signed up for. Because literally all of the plants were in the office. And
he hasn't officially signed up for anything yet, so...
No. But now in my mind, I'm like, my office is just the Hoya plants. And now I can have so many plants because there's lots of windows.
Yeah.
There's so many windows in this house. Yeah. And so far, every week in the past month, I have bought at least a plant.
Okay.
But I feel like he enables you, so I can't mind.
But he does, because then we go and then he's like, I just need investment in this. And then he picks out a plant.
No.
Yeah. See? I mean, and that's the same thing. Steve has plants around here, like, and he would never have done that. Well, he might have, but not to the extent. Anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, are they plants that I would pick out? No. But it's still cute. I'm sure you agree.
That is very cute. I have been really finding some joy in styling because for the longest time, my plants have just been under, and this is not this topic, but my plants have just been under like grow lights. And a few times in the bedroom, I've like stopped, I got rid of the grow lights, and now I've just kind of put in plants where like the light hits this shelf over here. And I'm obsessed with it. Like, it's kind of fun. So I think that's cute that you can like take some time to like style different windows.
Yeah, I've never had windows where like the lighting hits perfect, or like, because all the houses that I've ever lived in had south facing windows, and you can't really keep those windows open because the sun hits so hard and it's hot here. But our house now, it's not south facing, so it's like indirect light. So we just keep all the blinds open.
Yeah,
I think east to west would be worst.
I don't know,
because the sun rises on the east, so it would like.
Well, whatever direction it is that it doesn't hit directly through just based on how the windows are facing. And so we just keep the windows open, and there's so many windows in this house. It's been fun.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's my east window, and the morning light is less harsh, but it does blast in there, and these plants love it. And then the west ones, the bedroom kind of gets a little bit of it, but no other plants in the west window because I feel like it would just burn them.
Yeah.
Like directly. But we have also have UV screens on the west side. West side. Fun.
So anyway, prepare your plants, give them a little water, move, get more plants. That's the start.
Yeah.
Yes. My other piece of advice is going to be that go through them first and make sure you really love them because
this is your chance.
This is your chance to kind of thin it out.
Moving is the great purge always with anything like that. Nothing
makes you realize
is
like
more
why
motivating
do I have so much stuff
than moving. Yeah. Yeah.
You must never unpack anything in the garage.
Oh, that
Me
was a
too,
whole
though.
freaking thing.
Like,
you
2
know,
years
getting laid
later.
off my job was like the greatest thing ever because I really got through stuff.
Did you go through the garage?
Yeah.
Wait, I think you still have one of my botanical pots or some pots.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I still have them.
Anyway, not a big deal. I remember they were in your garage. You said.
I have them.
Yeah. Blessing in disguise. I don't know, but that's good. You got to go through it.
Yeah.
Mhm. So
I'm a set it and forget it kind of person too. But this winter is going to be a garage.
Ooh, yeah, I know. Me too. I have to
Empty.
organize mine again. Oh, and something else I
I
did.
think you do every year.
Anyway, something else I did when I moved, I did use the like bins to put the plants in, but a lot of them were like the ceramic pots too.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just put the hand towels, like when you dry your hands,
Mm-hmm.
I just put them like in between the pots so that they wouldn't like
Clink.
clink.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
So I don't know if you worried about them clinking.
I just shoved
did.
them so tight into each other that they wouldn't move.
Well, my problem with that was also like if some of them are like a little bushier, I didn't want to like break the leaves.
Yeah, so then I put I have my moat one where all like my trailing plants went into, and then I had one for the big trellises and then one for the small trellises. And then anything, if there's like a little space left in between, I have little 2-inch pots and the little dishes that I would like put into like little spot, like little
Tetris
gaps.
yeah.
So then you like wiggle it and it's like solid and you're like, yeah. It was a whole thing.
yeah.
It was a whole freaking thing.
I would want you packing for me, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give that much detail to it. I would be annoyed by the rattle the entire 20-minute drive.
But truly, I never want to move again.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Did you have any like anything that you bought specifically to move your plants? Other than like I bought a bunch of those bins when they went on sale.
I got those plastic crates from a local nursery that they get their like bulbs in, and that's those stackable plastic ones are like black.
I don't think that I had like picked up that's what you had used.
Yeah, and
Like they're like crates,
Yeah.
but they break down and then
and they were stackable. So like if the plant was shorter than this, like it could just go in there and you could just stack another one on top of it.
Wow.
But yeah, I used those.
Did you
And
buy them or ask for
No,
them?
I was moving in I think honestly, if you have a local nursery, that's how they all get their like bulb plants over the perennials and stuff. And they probably just have copious amounts of them stacked in the back. Like if you are moving and you go there, I would just ask if they had any that you could either have or like buy.
I
I would
went.
never do that, by the way, though. So
I went to the nursery and I asked for the paper covers because I
Yeah.
knew I could just throw the plants in there.
Yeah.
And, if I hadn't put them in the back of the truck,
And so
probably
they
would've been
gave you
great. Yeah,
like those.
like a whole stack of them.
Oh, that was really nice.
see what I did is I have a lot of plastic bins. I have at least like 15, 20 of them, but they're all occupied by things. So I moved those items into a box and then moved the plants, and then I just put them back into the container,
Okay.
which actually ended up working.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like extra work, but
It
then
is.
like it saves,
It's definitely double the work.
but it saves money though.
Why don't you
because-
use the boxes for
because,
the plants?
because I didn't want the boxes. They're
break.
they're
Okay.
too.
I guess
The
that
plants are
makes
too heavy for the
Yeah.
boxes. So yeah, but then
Rip her panties out just like that.
but the nice part was, when is it that you're ever going to go through these plastic bins and organize
Exactly.
them?
Only when you need them.
Never.
Silver linings.
So it gave me a chance to even organize all of that,
Yeah.
which was lovely.
See, moving does have its benefits, and
Yes,
these are
always.
it. it's always kind of fun to revisit your past like boxes to see what did I think I needed to save.
Yeah. Like I remember like from marching band, we would get like all of the drill pages for like the formations and stuff. I kept all my binders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kept. Like,
I don't even think I kept them while I was still in marching band.
See, I'm a junk journaler, I think, but I'm not organized. Like, I want to get envelopes to like put these in a like that. You should have like a band section, and it should have like a manila envelope in there, and you can put.
I literally because I organized all my plastic bins, and one of the plastic bins is just like my junk drawer plastic bin. So now it has everything. It has like all of like my birthday cards from since forever that I've kept because I really like keeping birthday cards. So I've kept all of them.
Same.
But I have
like,
them in a file in my like office. And anytime I'm sad, I'm just like, everybody loves me.
Oh, I just bought a card box.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Cute.
that's
like the IKEA ones that you can just like pop open a card box, and I just like every time I get one, I toss it in there.
Yeah, wait, I want to see it. Is it
too.
adorable?
No, it's just like a little black box.
That's cute.
Like a little cardboard.
So
anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So like it has like that. It has like random little things that I decided to keep from like my childhood. Like my little pink piece of paper that says Lydia was the first to win the multiplication race, and like just random things that I decided to keep.
Of course.
The multiplication rate.
And just like all little things.
Try not to be a stereotype.
That like I decided to hold on to for like one reason or another, but I literally have like a whole box of it, like old CDs from like bands that I used to love that I don't want to throw them away. Like I want to keep them. So yeah, I made a whole box of it.
No.
So
I have that too. We should go through each other's boxes one day like that. Like our memories boxes. Well, that sounded bad, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I opened mine the other day and like I had a tin in there from this cookie place in Oxford because I don't know why, but like I loved the cookie place. And then like I have all of these different things in there that I just never remembered putting in there.
Yeah, I found one last lingering wedding photo.
Oh gosh.
I wouldn't get rid of them. You're so pretty at your wedding.
See, I'm okay.
See, but I didn't print any of just me though.
That's true.
And also for me, I know it is part of your story, but it is sometimes painful for me, like when I scroll through my camera roll to see like a version of myself that I used to be. It's just weird.
I guess that makes sense.
Like, but it's not like I should just ignore it. Like it's still part of my history, but sometimes when I like see it, then I flood back to like these memories that don't put you in like the best of mood.
Yeah.
So I'm also like get rid of it. I hope we gave you guys some tips that you can take forward and use in your journeys if you have any. But also we want to crowdsource. So
if you have any hacks on moving with plants.
Yeah.
Or if
Please
you've
share.
flown with plants. I can't imagine.
Gosh.
Actually, I've flown with plants
Me too.
before.
I took a train with plants. But not like a plant, not like
But to say,
Can I tell 2 years ago when I went to New York,
yeah.
I bought a cactus, and the only tape that it was from Portland. I forgot to bring tape, and the only tape that she had was a double-sided permanent tape. So I used it, but then it went through TSA because I put it in my bag, and they had to open it. And watching her having to open, I was like, "I'm so sorry. That is double-sided permanent tape," and she was just like, "What?
Why the hell would you permanent tape something?
And I was like,
fine.
"I'm so sorry. It's double-sided." It took her forever to open it. And she finally opens it, and then she's like, "Okay, this is okay." And then she just hands it to me. She's like, "I can't put it back in there."
Yeah. Not my problem.
Anyway, so don't do that.
don't do that.
The flying with plants, Lydia usually packs packing materials
Yes.
in her suitcase, which is a genius idea. If you think you're going to be,
Plant shopping.
buying plants.
Honestly, like if you have
Now
plants
she will
that
always
you've
take
like, yeah, if you have plants that you've like bought from somebody and you liked how they packaged it, save that.
Yeah.
Put it in your suitcase in like a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and you're gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And take some tape.
And pay attention to where you're going because you can't take plants out of Hawaii. I don't think you can take them out of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, just within
California has weird plant rules too. So
I was in Flagstaff this weekend, and one of the shop owners gave me this Discadia hirsuit.
Here's hirsuta.
But she just like pumped it in this bag, sprayed some distilled water in there, pumped it up, and was like, "There you go. I need to get him plantae." And anyway, that's also a good thing to do if you're getting a small plant like that
or cutting.
That basically provides like, like an air pack.
That's like the easiest way to travel with plants is if you can get a cutting of it, just put it in a Ziploc bag, and then you're good.
Exactly.
So.
Okay. Well, anyway, hit us up on Instagram at Let's Talk Hoya. If you have any moving tips or tricks that you would like to share with the world, we would love to see those. You can also follow all of us individually. My Instagram is at NotDude.
I'm at thegreenplant.az.
And I'm at Perritos y Plants. Adios.
Annyeong.
Bye.